What was that, Ferny? Say that again.
Yeah, can you repeat
Oh,
that?
I think this person with severe Down syndrome named Eddie Luna is saying Chema's name wrong.
It's all right. It's a normal occurrence. I'm quite used to it. It's fine.
Don't take that from him, Chema.
No, it's like I've been ever since when I first got to the US, like that became like a normal.
Yeah, you had to deal with ignorant fucking Americans like Eddie. This fucking dickhole over here.
Yo, this is gonna be great for our Patreon exclusive.
Oh my god! All right, y'all have a bit because I have a bit.
I don't have a bit.
About
A bit at the start of the episodes.
do we?
Yeah.
No. Oh, you all do. It's been a while.
We
for me.
do, yeah. All right, it's fine. All right. Okay. So before we start, I think it's important that we establish two things to think about this review. One, I wanna like give a what would you call it? Eddie did something for me, and I want to repay the favor, which is when
Are we going into gay sex?
Oh, exclusively. We're gonna do what this movie didn't, and
I have not consented to any of this. Jesus.
Okay. No. Okay. So when Eddie called me and said, "Hey, let's do an episode about the Oscars," I said, "Absolutely, let's do it." But I don't want to touch the Will Smith thing, like at all. And
Are
he
you
was
talking
like,
about like the unedited tapes where Eddie's dropping all these N bombs?
That's the one.
And-
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. I had to clean my ears up.
It's been a minute. He's just getting them all out now. Out now. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay. So Eddie did me the favor of like, yeah, that's fine. Let's not touch that. And I was like, thank you. So for this one, I have very strong feelings against J.K. Rowling. I don't like her at all. I hate that she's a TERF, and I hate that she's a transphobe. So I'm going to decide to put those politics aside so that we can discuss this movie exclusively for what the movie is and not what the artists, what their personal lives or like political lives are. So I feel like it's important to like address that right at the start. I also, when I went to see this movie in theaters, I bought a ticket to Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and sneaked in to see this movie. So this is the lowest grossing movie in the Wizarding World franchise, and I intend to keep it that way. Okay, so
How much did it make?
not a lot.
It's only at 200.7 mil, and it costs 200 mil.
Yeah.
I wish I had the money to be like, I only made 200 and something million.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, okay.
But yeah, so I feel like it's important to address that right at the start. So I will be exclusively judging this movie as a movie. And now getting into that, I have to address one other thing, and that is this book that I have right here. So this is Stephen King's It. As you can see from the cover, this is Stephen King's It, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not too good with words, but
No? Is this Stephen King's It or not?
No, it is not.
Jesus Christ, you are correct. This is not Stephen King's It. And much like this book, this movie ain't it.
huh?
Boo!
Wow.
Boo!
If this was WWE, you'd get booed off the fucking stage.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, WWE
Yeah.
will put up with fucking anything.
And
right
it
now.
doesn't even
Well-
take much to entertain those nerds.
Wow, I was really proud of that when I came up with it 2 hours ago. All right, let's start.
And then the intro, fucking. Do you mind if I introduce us on this one? This is a bit of a thing.
All right.
This is a Harry Potter.
He's going to call us out.
Thank you for welcoming us onto your headphones. I'm Eddie.
I'm Chema.
And this is your ever loving Fernando.
You know, like the absentee father that's never around. And this is the rollback.
Should remind you of a lot of your childhood, Eddie.
My dad was around. My dad loved me. Fuck you.
Sure, he was.
Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. In an effort to thwart Grindelwald's plans of raising pure blood wizards to rule over all non-magical beings, Albus Dumbledore enlists his former student Newt Scamander, who agrees to help, though he's unaware of the dangers that lie ahead. Lines are drawn as love and loyalty are tested, even among the truest friends and family, in an increasingly divided wizarding world. So that is the synopsis. That was way more exciting than the actual movie was. So this is the third Fantastic Beasts movie, once again directed by David Yates. And we see an interesting return, which is what's this fucker's name?
Mad McKips.
No, Steve Kloves. Steve Kloves, who was the writer for I think six out of the 7 Harry Potter movies. He came in to co-write the movie with J.K. Rowling, which is his first time doing it with the Fantastic Beasts series. So we thought that would inject some of the Harry Potter magic back into the movie. We're going to discuss how that went. So, Eddie, I know you're a big fan. You grew up with Harry Potter. I also grew up with Harry Potter, but not to the level that you did.
He actually had sex with a Harry Potter lookalike, if you don't believe it.
Oh my God.
See, he's only half lie. Don't worry about it, Chema. Don't fucking worry about it.
I try not to. I try not to worry about the sexual habits of people that I know, unless it's dangerous to their health.
Jesus. But okay,
I don't think a wand in your ass is very healthy.
God damn it. Is this going to be the whole fucking episode? Jesus.
2 hours of this shit.
Oh, God, can we not?
2 hours of release the.
It's been a minute. Oh, God.
Can say what I know Eddie. We've known each other since we were kids. I know he liked it, but I don't know if he's able to admit the flaws.
Oh no, you mean with Harry Potter or like in general?
No, just with this movie.
Oh no, this movie definitely has flaws. It's an improvement on the first one. I mean, on the second one. I'm sorry.
Look, see, I like the second one. I like the second one more than this one.
Really? What the fuck? What did you like about it?
The fact that Johnny Depp actually has some range as an actor opposed to this fucking bore of a Grindelwald.
See, I actually like this Grindelwald. Okay, they're two different versions of the same character. Like Grindelwald has
need two different versions. We need an eccentric politician.
But no. Okay, so in an interview, McKips. Wait, real quick. I'm gonna get this out here. Fuck J.K. Rowling, and we're moving forward. So Mads actually did an interview when they said, like, how are you going to perform this character that Johnny Depp already did? He said straight up, look, man, I can't do what he does. He's his own thing. So I'm going to do my version of this character. It's like the difference between a Robert Pattinson Batman, a Michael Keaton Batman, or Christian Bale Batman. My take of this particular, being. So that's what he did. And I thought at the very least he was menacing. Like fucking when he has the little deer, the little chili, and then just fucking slices his throat. I had a death stare. Like I wanted to murder that guy.
I didn't think he was menacing at all. I felt like anybody could take him in a fucking back alley. He looks so fucking boring. He looks like a conniving like villain though. Like that's what he is. Like there's a reason why he's on the charts. What was conniving about him? His shitty suit? His knowledge of knowing how to manipulate the system to where, hey, I'm gonna become the leader. This is how. This fucking creature that all you idiots like dangle forth as like, oh, I'm gonna find one. I'm a necromancer the shit out of it. It's gonna pick me, and you fuckers are gonna be too stupid to notice that I'm necromancing this thing, and I'm gonna become the leader of the world. The thing I'm gonna manipulate it. He did that. Cool. But his overall demeanor doesn't scream scary. He has the range of a fucking board when it comes to his facial movements. He looks like they fucking injected him with paralytics in his face so that he can never move. The guy has no range. The best that he can do is generic Bond villain.
Okay. Which he has played in the past. Okay,
exactly.
Here's the thing. Okay. First of all, what did you call him, Eddie McKips?
Isn't McKinsley or something like that? Or
wow, his name is Mads Mikkelsen, but yeah,
okay, McKinsley, whatever the fuck.
You know what? Your laptop. No. Let's call him McKips. Okay, I like it honestly. Here's the thing. Okay. While I do agree that, well, first of all, it is unfortunate, they had to recast the character with like another actor. I
will say the shining point of this movie is Johnny Depp did get paid his full salary.
Oh yeah,
didn't have to do
$16 million
jack shit.
Jack squat. Okay, so let me preface this. So I can see why people would be against and for Mikkelsen. First of all, McKips has a long history of playing villains We've seen that he can do that very well, even when he's a forgettable villain, like in Doctor Strange. Yeah, everyone forgot he was in it. So, exactly. However, I don't think he's a bad person to take on this role. And Eddie, the comparison that you did, seeing two actors play a film character in Batman, that works when it's in different series. This is the same series. So, we have to see it more as like, for example, when Julianne Moore replaced what's her face in the Silence of the Lambs sequel, they're playing the same
Darlene.
Yeah, so they're playing the same character. So what Julianne Moore did is that she kind of like took on the same like vocal mannerisms and like the way that she walked, the way that she talked. So you could feel like it's the same character. Here, Johnny Depp's Grindelwald and Nicholson Grindelwald, completely different characters. However, I do think it's for the better, because here's the thing: Johnny Depp's Nicholson, it's another Voldemort. He's exactly the same. He's loud and eccentric. Sure, fine. I don't think the character called for it to be loud and eccentric. I think he should have been quiet, conniving, and overall charismatic. I believe that thousands of people would follow Mickelson's Grindelwald. I don't think thousands of people would follow Johnny Depp's Grindelwald, because, for example, when we saw Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies, he didn't have a large following. He had a small following of like very dark, very deranged people, very deranged wizards. Here on this one, when you see Mickelson like coming out of the car and people are carrying him with that shit-eating grin, like you can believe that would be a person that would be a person that a lot of people very stupidly would follow. Okay, and that's why I think Mickelson kind of fits the role better than Depp did. Depp, he brings in his own maniac energy, and he does it fine. But to me, this character didn't need to be another Voldemort. He had to be his own thing. And I think it works better when a more subdued and kind of like subtle performance is being played by Mickelson here. Like, you believe that he is like a dark, evil genius. Let me make another comparison for you. If Depp's Grindelwald was Trump, this is Mike Pence as Grindelwald. Like, they're equally evil, but one is louder than the other. Okay. So that's how I felt. The to me, it felt a little better.
Ferny, did you want like a more comic book villainy, like loud politician bad guy, or?
For me, I think the whole fact that we already had a taste of Grindelwald, of how they're trying to envision him for this universe, as in Johnny Depp's Grindelwald, like at the end of the second movie, where he's having that huge rally and he's giving his reasons as to why he's doing what he's doing. I'm just like, going from that to this fucking dry bitch, I'm just like, it's completely night and day. Like, I'm not fucking crazy here. Like, it is night and day. Going from Johnny Depp's not super eccentric. He's not super eccentric. He gives very calm and very reasonable answers as to why he's doing what he's doing. But he actually gives some sort of a actor's chance of giving some sort of range to the character, as opposed to Mags, who fucking does jack shit with this character and completely walks through.
You didn't think Depp was eccentric? He smoked a bowl out of a skull like that.
I'm sorry, where do you smoke your bowls? What?
An apple core.
What the fuck?
Get on my fucking level. So, yeah, no, like I didn't like the last one.
Fair point.
I didn't like the last one. Yeah.
I think Depp was eccentric, but I mean, isn't Grindelwald basically supposed to be semi sort of a mirror image of a Hitler?
I mean, more Voldemort. Voldemort's more of a
no. Voldemort was by force. Voldemort wanted to kill everybody and take control for himself. Hitler did everything through politics.
Oh, you mean like as in like as far as the genocides? Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking like the genocide part of it,
because that's how he was disguising it. He was disguising it like, oh, they're trying to hold our species down. We've been hiding too long in the shadows for this species that is below us.
It's very much the villain of our time.
The Jews. I don't know. Does no one pick up on this?
No, it is. It is pretty transparent.
He's supposed to be the wizard Hitler.
Yeah.
What's called? I don't. Okay, as much as I know about Harry Potter, I'm not as well versed in like the backstory shit, like the hardcore stuff that like you have to be on Pottermore at like 2 a.m.
Let me ask you this question, because I remember when Harry Potter was coming out, J.K. Rowling didn't really want to have anything to do with like American wizards.
Mm-hmm.
What made her change her mind that she started including like American wizards in this one?
Money.
Oh.
Money.
You fickle bitch.
It always is, yeah.
It's money because this is, I think, also one of the very first times that we've seen like, and feel free to correct me, but I don't remember completely 100%. A minority witch or wizard.
The twins
like
and
Harry
Potter, the Indian twins.
No, but one of the main characters. You name them.
Oh.
Name them. With the exception of maybe
the tall black dude in Gryffindor house.
Name him.
Hey man, he has a name.
I know their names.
No, but you don't get what I mean though. Like the average person is not going to fucking be able to pull their names out of a hat.
Typing noise here. I know
his name is
names.
Dean Thomas.
Dean Thomas.
And their names are Parvati and Patil. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, there is. Look, I told myself that I didn't want to talk politics regarding J.K. Rowling's like view on the world. So I want to focus on just this movie on how it is. And yeah, there are some things that are introduced here that do work and some things that don't work. Let's talk about the things that are we talk about, Mads Mikkelsen coming in. Let's talk about the things that do remain from the previous two movies, which are Newt, Jacob, Queenie, and especially Jude Law as Dumbledore. I've grown to really like Jude Law as Dumbledore. Now, there are some parts in this movie where you can hear him talk, and I totally believe him. Like, I totally believe that that's a young Michael Gambon or a young Richard Harris, like the two actors who played Dumbledore previously. There's a nice scene when he's talking to both Scamander brothers, and you kind of see him to the side, and I went like, yeah, that's him. It's kind of like how I felt when I saw Ewan McGregor play a young Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm like, that's young Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is a young Dumbledore. I wish he had more to do because he had like dick to do in the last movie, and then in this one, like he has like less. And
I disagree with that.
You disagree? Okay.
He was kind of like the Bosley of this one. He kind of puts the team together. And is like, all right, you 6 idiots.
He puts them together and then he leaves.
But he tells them like you kind of have a plan. And the best plan is no plan. Counterintelligence.
It's called The Secrets of Dumbledore. What were his secrets? Like he told everyone what he knew right from the get-go. He told both Scamander guys.
Well, no, not just that. It was also like the fact that 99% of people don't know what happened to his sister. And he even straight up says like, I was in love with Grindelwald. We had a duel. Like my brother was involved and my sister got killed. I don't even know if it was my spell, but she died. I get your pain. Him reaching out, like, this long lost Dumbledore brother who turned out to be really a Dumbledore nephew, like and all this other stuff. Like he had secrets in this. He was the Bosley of this film. Like he was the character that had lost a lot of things that had to come out and help bag shit. The only thing though, man, is like it. Look, I don't like saying this. I do think this is accurate though. I like Newt Scamander as a character. I like the actor Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, so do I. I love Newt in this fucking movie. Or not in this movie, but in this series.
But here's the thing. In this film, and you can tell me I'm wrong, but I still think I'm right in this one. It feels like they're stuck with him, not like they wanted to write him. It felt like
I agree.
Like what did he... I'm not saying he wasn't important. I'm saying, though, is like it felt like they were going in a different direction. They're like, fuck, this is our Harry for the next like 3 movies. Like we have to make him do something.
Is there an official count on how many movies they're making?
5. But the next 2 are dependent on how this one performs, and so far
this is just good. Here's the thing: this is not a Fantastic Beasts movies anymore. Like the first one was. This is not a Fantastic Beasts movie anymore, and like you can see the title getting smaller. Like remember when it was like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Now it's Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Like that's not what these movies are about. And I would watch 5 movies of Newt Scamander just like, finding rare magic animals. Like I fucks with that shit. But this is just the scenes where he is present are great. because he's so good. His character is so empathetic. I love how like weirdly he's like the protagonist, but he doesn't feel like a protagonist. He is like a really weird hero, and I think we need more characters like that. He's a very empathetic character. I want to see him with the animals. I want to see him with Tina and with Queenie and with Jacob. Like I want to see that story. I don't care about the politics. I don't care about Dumbledore and Grindelwald. I don't care about them. And this movie didn't make me care about them. Like they're the focus, but it's called Fantastic Beasts. Where are the Fantastic Beasts? Like that's what I want to see.
I understand where Chema's coming from. I agree with it. I think they originally started writing these movies originally as a prequel to Harry Potter, the whole Grindelwald series, and they were just like, well, what can we draw them in with? And then I don't know why the fuck they chose Fantastic Beasts, but that's what they stuck with. And then now all of a sudden they're kind of shoehorned into keeping this story and these characters, which honestly kind of have nothing to do with the whole fucking story at all anymore.
Yeah. Like it's not their story, and they're good characters. Do stories with them.
Yeah, like Newt is a solid character. I agree. I think he deserves his own 3-film franchise.
Yeah.
But for some fucking reason, they decided to make this Dumbledore movie, and pretty much I'm pretty sure, I think it's self-evident that they knew that they were going to make Dumbledore and Grindelwald the priority in these movies.
See, does it bug me at all, anyone else, the way that Newt's kind of presented? It feels like he doesn't have a lot of agency.
He doesn't. Like he just cares about his animals.
Almost every movie.
I think he's just shy.
But like even the scene where the girl like takes away his luggage and like starts to burn it, he doesn't like
oh, he doesn't
like go like or something like react, man. Like he's just like no, like
yeah,
like no, like I'm sorry. Even the weakest person of your team would react and like at the very least do something, resist some form of physical resistance. Even if we know it's not going to do shit, fine, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. But like do something, like Akio won and try to duel her, but then she overwhelms him or something. But no.
Or maybe he just knew that wasn't his luggage or something.
Oh, his facial expression told me it was, and he legit thought they had lost until his assistant pops up and is just like, "Told you, Newt."
Yeah.
Or how his brother,
I don't like the assistant.
Or how like his brother just kind of got over his fiance, dying.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
completely forgot.
He's kind of like, what's another one? Might as well jump back into the pool. You know what I'm saying? He has like no there was like hardly ever mention of her in the entire movie.
Lita Lestrange was not mentioned at all.
She was mentioned once when Grindelwald wiped the brother's memories.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Which I'm like, so did he really wipe his memories like just to be
for the mission
for Dumbledore?
Yeah,
like wow.
Like was Warner Brothers just forget she was in this movie. Like I feel like this movie was so afraid of the previous movie that they were like, we can't backtrack. We have to like do everything we can to like make sure that like imagine that the last one didn't happen. I think they're ashamed of it.
For fucking sure. They have to be like that because people are like right now, I think it's fair to say that Johnny Depp has a huge following right now. And I'm pretty sure the majority of it, well, not all of it, the majority of it is it's bullshit what happened to him. It's not fair. And you have this chick coming out in Aquaman 2 when in reality, their relationship, both of them fucking suck. They're shitty, gorgeous people who got in a shitty relationship. And he looks like he looks like how he dresses, like how he wears scarves to shower and bracelets everywhere. They're just shitty people in general, and he's paying the price and she isn't.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the previous movie?
Oh, because we came from this eccentric Grindelwald to this fucking dry bitch, and now they're like, don't think about the second movie.
I don't know. I feel like it goes beyond that. I feel like the second movie, I know you like it, but I think a lot of the things that happened in that second movie were bad. Like they made no sense. And this movie's trying to fix those issues. Like the last movie ended with a cliffhanger telling us that this Credence character is like a long lost Dumbledore brother. And then this movie starts and it's like, oh no, you're actually like a nephew. Like forget that was a cliffhanger.
There was a lot of course correction in this film.
That's what they left us for 4 years. I forgot the last movie came out in 2018. Like
it's basically the Harry Potter version of the Return of Skywalker or the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, they're just like never mind that. Like it's like they left us sitting that with for 4 years.
I'm surprised they didn't just say, oh, by the way, Voldemort is born and he is a side character in this movie. I really do wonder where they're gonna go with this movie. Or
I don't think there's gonna be another one.
The way the box office is going, there might not be. I mean, I can tell you right now, like they said in the films, their big final battle takes place in 1945.
That's when not Hitler, Voldemort was born. No, in the Harry Potter mythos, isn't he born like around 1940s?
I know that. Yeah, some witch uses a love spell to.
Yeah, I saw the whole. Me and my girlfriend watched that whole video on YouTube of like the backstory of Voldemort.
Yeah,
and I know the story.
It's like sometime in the 1940s, but no, fuck man, I don't know. This film felt like they tried to do a lot of course correction, and I don't think all of it was for the best. Like they were like Queenie wasn't evil. She gets back with Jacob at the very end.
At the very end, they're like. She wasn't evil.
She's good again.
She's so adorable.
Which, by the way, why did she start following Grindelwald in the first place? She can read minds. She knows that he's evil, and even if she doesn't see it, if she doesn't see the red flag, she can read his mind.
Because he preached like the whole like you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are kind of thing. Like if you can read minds, why are you so like ashamed of it?
And to be fair, if he was saying that, I guarantee you he believes it. And if she was reading his mind, she would just be hearing the same thing because Grindelwald's the type of person to believe in the horse shit that he says. Like Hitler.
What's called?
Not the worst comparison. I want to talk about wait, you want to say something?
Go for it.
I was going to say there's a character that has like a large absence in this movie, and that is Catherine Waterston, who plays Tina, who was
dude. Yeah, is it just me, or did she look fucking weird at the end?
No, her hair is just different. Her hair is just different.
She looked alien skinny, like the aliens from Camino. Stop covering your mouth.
So Tina, wait. So Tina, it bugged the shit out of me that she wasn't. Oh, we got 10 minutes left. It bugged the shit out of me that Tina. Again, fuck.
Weird.
But it bugged the shit out of me though that Tina wasn't more involved in this film. Even if the actress wasn't available, like to do too much, they should have included her at the very end with like the real suitcase. Like, see, Newt, you can't know everything. Like, it was right there.
Something like that, yeah.
That was just pretty generic because I mean, she pulled that shit earlier. She was holding the fucking briefcase the entire movie.
So it's just like,
so it's just like, so there was no like, this could have been their perfect moment to like introduce someone and be like, oh, what the fuck? This person's in this movie.
McGonagall. Yeah.
Well, she did pop out for like a second.
Yeah, but like, imagine like, McGonagall. Like, no,
they could have easily done that shit to like, like what the. She's in this movie, but no, they just played it safe and like give it to the fucking assistant who's obviously in love with Newt.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck back.
Well, yeah. What happened? That's what happened when you're a TA. You just have dreams and then you don't fulfill them. I'm sorry.
Is there something you want to say, Chema?
Don't laugh at that, Chema.
No.
God damn it, Eddie! You have me doing that bullshit.
There you go. Okay. So there was that. Now, the main reason why I'm upset that she's not longer in the movie is because both in that she has with Newt are some of the sweetest scenes in this whole franchise. that scene in the first one when they're saying goodbye to each other, I almost shed a tear every time I see it. I think it's really like sweet. I think it's kind of romantic how they're both like a little shy, but they're both obviously have feelings for each other. When they're both saying goodbye and he can't even look at her in the eyes. I love it. I melt for that scene. And then in the second one, we have this scene where like they kind of face each other, and she has read this thing where she thought that he was gonna get married to Little Lestrange, and she calls him out, and he goes like, "No, it was a mistake. Like they just wrote it wrong because it's my brother who's marrying her." And then there's like a quiet moment, and then he wants to compliment her, and the only thing he can come up with is like, "It's a salamander." And he goes, God. Yeah. And it's like, God damn it, they're so dorky. I love them. And then at the end of this movie, we see them reunite for the wedding. I know. I eat that shit up, okay? And then the movie ends, and like we see them again for like a second. And I thought, okay, at least give me one cute scene with the two of them. Just give me that. And then they get interrupted. And it's like, God damn it, this movie can't even do that right. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm upset that she wasn't in the movie more, because like I like her. I think she's a cool character, and I wanted to see her with Newt throughout the movie. Instead, we have Kowalski back, we have Queenie back, we have Dumbledore back, and we are introduced, not introduced, but like reintroduced to this other teacher.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
That's the one, Professor Lolly Hicks, played by Jessica Williams, who I liked her. I liked her character.
Which one was Lolly Hicks?
She was the other professor that like is
the American one.
Yeah, no. Is she?
Yeah, she's the American one. The one that's like really great at charms.
That's the one. Yeah, she.
The I black chick.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, she's the only black chick in this movie, if I recall.
I mean,
right?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
You're right. But like, yeah. So she shows up, and I think she's cool as hell, man. Like she shows up, she got like the transatlantic accent going on. She got like
I thought she was a wonderful addition to this movie.
Absolutely, and her scenes with Jacob Kowalski are super funny. Like genuinely, yeah. I thought their chemistry was like probably the one that worked better in the movie. So yeah, I liked her. I would if she. Of Jacob Kowalski, I have a question. Why was he given a wand if it didn't do shit?
Oh yeah, I think they were just
some minor
like,
stuff. Like, I'm sure like preloaded with some magic.
Honestly, it was like giving a kid a firearm and just being like, "Go out there and cause some chaos."
Hey, he didn't do anything with it.
That was yes. Remember at the place, he looked like he was trying to assassinate what's his face. He caused the weather. Like he did some shit.
I thought she did it.
That was him.
It was her. She did that to save his ass.
Wasn't he like trying to pull the storm with him or something like that?
No, he raised the wand, but she cast the spell.
She cast a spell using his wand.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go then.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it was kind of weird. And then at the end, he goes up to Dumbledore and is like, "Can I keep this?" And he's like, sure, whatever. Like,
I think he took out all the magic from that wand.
Probably, it's probably on empty at this point. It's like, dude, I only had like 3 charges in there. You're fine.
I think he was like, let me take that out of there. I don't want this guy to fucking kill himself.
Because they mentioned that it doesn't have a core. So, but they were like, here, just have this. Like, go at it, kid. You know. Yeah,
but I mean, the fact that it doesn't have a core means like it's very limited. Like Dumbledore was probably like, I'm the most powerful wizard in history. I can load you up with like 3 charges. Here you go, kid. Have fun.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything with it. It was just there. Yeah.
Can we talk about something this movie does great that Harry Potter rarely ever did? That if I remember correctly, the other Fantastic Beasts sort of did somewhat.
What?
Go for it.
Cool duels. I mean, the first Harry Potter, the first 8 films had very few real, like, great fights. The best one is probably the one between Dumbledore and Voldemort at the Ministry of Magic, when they're using the actual elements around them to fight. Now, supposedly, we're going to get a really great matchup between Grindelwald and Dumbledore in the last film of the series. Like, that's going to be, like, the fucking duel. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope they're choreographing that right the fuck now.
Yeah, well, they could duel now. You know, we saw that they couldn't throughout the movie because of this blood pact that they had done, but they can now, which is, you know, a thing that they introduced and then immediately like Yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore.
Did anyone else think it was stupid on how like just the mere thought of him like fighting Grindelwald activated that thing to fucking kill him?
No, I think it made sense.
I thought
I think
I thought it was
I
a little
think
cheesy.
yeah, but I like cheese, so like it works for me. No, I think it shows how strong it was. The fact that Dumbledore is such a strong wizard, and they made it so that it would be hard for him. Like it was painful to him. So I like that it's both like emotionally and physically manipulative. That thing. So to me, it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. It kind of also did bug me just a little bit. Did you all notice how CGI the castle was? Like, yes, I know there's not an actual Hogwarts castle, but like during the Harry Potter series, they had physical sets that they could at least walk on, and they just kept reusing them.
It's kind of the same deal with the Hobbit trilogy,
but like
it was mostly all CGI as opposed to Lord of the Rings, where it was more practical effects and built.
But I wish
sets.
they had done that though. Like
Yeah,
I wish they had gone back and been like, hey, we have these old sets, or at the very least, fucking there's a theme park, you know. There's a fucking theme park in Universal that you could probably shut that shit down for like a couple days. Film right there. Like you don't need to overly CGI. Like it was to a point where it was distracting. Like
I get you.
This movie was $200 million. You couldn't build a set. Like
just keep using the same fucking set too. Just use the same
16
wall.
of that million was going straight to Johnny Depp's pocket.
Oh, that's right. No, but here's the thing. There's a lot of shit that like just was established and then they just backtrack on it. And I understand that it's for nostalgia. I understand that they do that. Here's the two things that I think need to go if you want this to like at least look better or work better. J.K. Rowling needs to stop writing these scripts. It needs to go to someone else. And David Yates needs to stop directing these movies. Okay, good for him. He's getting a job. Good for him. But all these movies look like gray mush altogether, and they all look like the same. He directed the last 4 Harry Potter movies, and they all look the same. Like if you want this, someone else should have come in to direct these just so the movies look different because they all look the same.
But I think the thing is though, that they want consistency. Like they want David Yates because it's like, okay, at the very least they have a consistent tone. Marvel has proven though that the same consistent tone isn't always a good thing necessarily. But like that's what Warner Brothers wants, and as we all know, Warner Brothers is great at forward planning multiverses, right, guys? Right?
Yeah,
I mean, the best.
Here's the thing. If David Yates to me is a sock puppet for J.K. Rowling, like just like okay, I control you, you do this, so it has to look like this. Give someone else the reins. Okay,
well,
J.K. Rowling
producer.
J.K. Rowling is no Kevin Feige. Okay,
but that would also require that J.K. Rowling knows how to. She might be good at writing a storybook, but there's a big difference between writing a screenplay, like visual shit that you're. So I was fucking saying, oh shit.
Yeah.
As I was saying, just writing is very different when you're going to write a book versus a script.
Yeah, which is why the Cursed Child is terrible, and I stand by that.
It was a story that was written.
Let me make you a comparison.
They made that thing. I remember.
Okay, so here's the thing, and this is gonna get you all on my field. But that screenplay has J.K. Rowling and 2 other co-writers. One of them is Jack Thorne. He also co-wrote a little movie called The Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, not the best guy to team up with.
Was The Rise of Skywalker not a beloved movie?
I'm
kidding. I'm messing with you.
Wasn't The Last Jedi the one that was hated?
Both.
I think it's a little not off-putting. I don't think it's a good recipe to have the author as the executive producer. Mostly because things don't always translate from book to movie. And you can wholeheartedly see that in a lot of movies that try to do straight by the book.
Yeah. To me, movies need to be adaptations with a director with a vision on how the adaptation is going to be. There are 2 problems here. One, there is not a Fantastic Beast book. There is a book, but it's not a story. It's just a book. Yeah. So there's nothing to base this on. So all we have is this screenplay that J.K. Rowling wrote by herself, and then this other writer sat in and like adapted it into another screenplay, which is why if you see the credits of this movie, it says screenplay by J.K. Rowling and this other guy based on a screenplay by J.K. Rowling, which is an adaptation of an adaptation of an adaptation of a sequel of a third movie. And it's so hard to do if you don't know how to write a screenplay, which is what Joanne has proven years and years. So no, to me, this is not a good movie. It's not a good product. I didn't like the second one. The first one, I think it's good in retrospective if you've seen the second and third one. And even then, I think it's good as a contained story. Like the way it ended was fine. Yeah, so there's so much here. There's so much here that just straight up doesn't work. And I don't know, it is kind of pooping on the legacy of like this world that, you know, we all grew up with. So yeah, it's not good. It's not good, man.
You know, I wish that they would stop like bellowing around with the said Harry Potter universe. Like, we know for not a single fucking moment do any of us think that like Dumbledore is gonna die or anything like that. We all know. We know how the story ends.
What?
Like, we all know how the story's gonna end. What I wish they would do is give us other stories in the Wizarding world that we don't know about. Yeah. Like again, like give me like a Quidditch team in like the early 1920s that like makes
on their drug problems and their rampant sex parties.
Yes, and they make it remarkable.
I fucking watch that. Yeah,
like a cocaine-fueled run to the Quidditch World Cup where they win or something. Like fucking give me like a World War II a spy.
Where they do a line of blow, and he's like, "I need to chase the golden snitch. I need to chase it."
Look, we're spitballing, but that's not a bad idea. Like, I would watch that. Like, you know, it's not.
Whoa, J.K. Rowling went dark for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I would watch that, like, straight up. Like, you know, if we had like a Mandalorian kind show of like a story that has nothing to do with the main story of like Harry Potter, just set in the Wizarding world, sure. Why the fuck not? There's your idea. Like, and you don't need, and if anything, it has been proven that you don't need Easter eggs. You don't need to keep referencing what already exists. Like, it's just let it exist. Or you know what? Don't do anything. Let the legacy of this thing just exist. But if you're gonna, I feel like if you are so obsessed with doing something, of doing another movie, of doing another series, 5 series of movies, do them well. Put some damn effort, because there's nothing here. The good ideas get trampled by all the bad ones. This ain't it, man.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do y'all think Ezra Miller's gonna be coming back if they do make a second one? Fucking fourth one.
No idea what the future is for Ezra Miller.
I think it'll be a smash
They've been proving to be a quite dangerous individual. I think they're gonna start to shoot around the Flash without them.
He might get booted out of 2 WB franchises.
I honestly think that Ezra Miller, he's just gonna die off screen. Like, they're gonna, like, the beginning of the next one is gonna be at his funeral, like, you know. And Dumbledore's gonna be consoling
he was gonna live at the end of the third one. No, he died.
Didn't the character died at the? The character exploded at the end of the first one, and then the
fell
second
down
one
the
starts
stairs,
and it's like,
blew up, lots of fireworks. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it's like a 4th of July, and I have no idea what the future is. Honestly, I don't know if J.K. Rowling is gonna still be working after like the next year and a half. I think it all sadly it all falls on this movie's shoulders. It falls on that video game that's gonna come out, the Hogwarts Legacy thingy.
That one actually looks pretty sick, though.
I think.
Hey, Dito, you want to go half and half?
Down. When the fuck does it come out, though?
I don't know. It's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah.
Whenever it does come out, I am fucking down for that. Hell yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna fall on those 2 shoulders. But I don't know.
I'm fully confident though that this
put some fresh air into the franchise.
I think though. So the big thing was that the next series of films that really did depend on whether or not this film did well. I think though now that I'm thinking about it more and more, WB with HBO Max, they're raking in now over $1 billion a month. Like every month.
I'm contributing.
As am I. But
Yeah.
I think because they're raking in so much more money now, I think they're not as scared to take.
I'm contributing, quote unquote, wink.
Yeah.
But no, I mean they're making up so much money now at this point that I don't see any reason why they wouldn't continue on. If for no other reason, give them $150 million straight to HBO Max. HBO Max exclusive. Because that's how they built their subscriber base in the first place. Now they're probably the only. Sorry, go ahead, Ferny.
I think if anything, the movie is going to be the end all be all, because if this one is the low point, they're going to probably be like, this next one has to fucking hit, or we're fucking scrapping. Because I think it made its budget back.
It barely made its budget back.
Barely,
but I mean, the thing is, the budget
that's not a huge loss. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if they do go on with the fourth one, it's gonna be, hey, you either fucking make it or you don't. If you don't, this whole thing is gonna get scrapped. That's it.
Well, the good thing is, hopefully, with the WB merger, they're gonna get a lot more of a tighter control over their big franchises.
WB merger?
They are just branching off from AT&T, right?
Yeah, they're merging with Discovery.
Yeah.
So with that, it's the equivalent, not as big, but it's the equivalent of like the Disney Fox merger, where Disney kind of got Fox under control. Now it's like, okay, with this big merger, we need to get the big properties under control. And what are the two biggest properties that WB has by far? DC and Harry Potter. Yeah. They're gonna get them under control, but like it would have fit them to have a Kevin Feige character for DC, and I'd say probably even a Kevin Feige character, just someone to make sure the movies are consistent with the Harry Potter universe. We're getting pretty meta here, but fuck, man. I mean, if the quality of the films only improve from here, I'm fine with it.
It's just it's tough to find that Kevin Feige character. I mean, it's starting to prove like that was like a fucking diamond in the rough.
Let me do it. I'll fucking do it. I know how to fucking do this because I'm one of the goddamn fans.
Eddie, you're too controversial.
Oh God, I'm not controversial.
They don't need
enough.
you, man. You're too controversial, man.
Jesus.
Your ideas are too wild, man.
God, why can't we just have like a film series that like is just continuously straightforward and we have it planned out from the very fucking beginning, you know? And we have actors and we have them on moral contracts. That way they know if that they fuck up, they won't get paid.
Money.
Slap Israel Miller a bunch of times, say either this or nothing.
Yeah.
They're too busy thinking of the now, fattening their pockets now, as opposed to fattening them up when they're successful.
I want long-term money. God damn it. WB,
they don't. They want money now.
If you want to kill the mouse, you need to think long-term. If you want to kill the mouse, you got to think long-term.
Ho you can't kill me. Not even the Jews could kill me. Ho
Oh,
this is your reminder that if you have HBO Max, you should be watching Our Flag Means Death, the pirate show that is surprisingly wholesome from the mind of Taika Waititi.
No, fuck that show. Go watch the Batman that just came out. I just watched it for the third fucking time. It still holds up.
Both those shows. Watch that fucking New Zealand police show that Taika Waititi made.
The Reservoir Dogs?
No, it's based off the fucking cops that came out in the vampire movie. The ones that go into the basement. He made a completely fucking show out of those.
Made another spin-off out of What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, and it's
Where's
hilarious.
my fucking werewolf show? That's what I want to see.
It's hilarious. Died laughing.
Okay, yeah, I'm into it. I'm into that. It's called what was it called? It's called Wellington Paranormal.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll watch that.
If you don't die laughing watching the first episode, I'll kill Eddie. I'll do it. I've always planned on doing it. But if you don't like it, I'll do it for real.
Look, Eddie hasn't even seen What We Do in the Shadows, so
what?
That's already. Dude, it's so good. It's like stupidly good.
Is it like, a movie or is it a show?
It's a movie. It's a face
right now.
It's a movie, and then there's a spin-off show, and the characters from the movie show up in the show, and it's shared. What We Do in the Shadows, I think it's one of the funniest comedies of like the new millennium. Like, amazing. Like,
it's
Yeah.
Honestly,
y'all talk about it. I'm gonna go take a quick piss.
it's
so
better
good.
than The Office when
I'll be
it
right
comes to like satire documentary type.
Yeah.
And I love The Office.
Yeah.
But
Freaking love The Office. But yeah.
If it was these characters, because I tried watching the show, it was all right.
The show's all right. Yeah.
These characters were hilarious. Peter, love Peter.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Peter.
Rest in peace, Peter.
Times I rewatched that opening.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts on this movie. I thought it was really. It's unfocused. It's jumbled. It's not very fun. I think the parts that do work are being put to the side, and I don't think it ends up being a really entertaining product. If they do another one, I will be shocked. And to me, this is a 1.5 out of 10.
Jesus. Damn, Chema, tell us how you really feel, Ferny.
Yeah, man. To be honest, Johnny Depp left not too good, but his own impression on this movie for me to go from that and then recognize this fucking dill hole as Grindelwald. This movie was A, too long. B, you changed the villain from actually a halfway decent villain. And C, you completely lost your voice doing this movie. I give it like a 5, and that's me being generous.
Fair. Jesus. Am I the one that liked this one the most? And that's because I'm still kind of a critic of it.
You can't even admit DC movies suck.
Hey, I'm getting better at it. Fuck you. But no, as far as this film is concerned, look, was it the best one in the series? God, no. But it's an improvement on the second one, and I'll take that. I like the direction they're going. Do I think they missed a lot of opportunities? Hell yes. But I hope they keep going. If this is, to me, a big improvement off the second one. So if they improve even more on the fourth one, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Like, I want these films to get better. I want more films. I want more from the Harry Potter universe. Just, can we please have them be good ones? Like, please? Fucking, my grade is, I'll give it a C+. It's not going to be in my top 10 list. For what it's worth, it's not going to be in my top 10 list next at the end of this year.
Well, disappointing, but unexpected.
Yep.
It was kind of going on this direction. Well, kind of sad that week by week I've been disappointed by both Morbius and now this two franchises that
see Morbius.
Don't. Oh God, it's bad. There is so hopefully whatever comes out next is good. I will encourage everyone to watch the original movies that are coming out in this few weeks. There's a lot of original IPs coming out. The Northman came out. That crazy Nicolas Cage movie where he plays himself is coming out.
I hear that one's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, support those movies. They're original IPs. They deserve our attention and our money. So yeah, go ahead and do that. If you take something from this, that's what I would suggest.
Does the Northman have old naked people at the end again?
No, but it's got naked Anya Taylor-Joy if that works for you.
What? You're telling me an A24 movie doesn't have naked old people at the end? Now I know you're tripping.
This is not an A24 movie. This is
it's not?
movie.
I thought it was.
It's not. It's just it
like
is Robert.
though.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's Robert Eggers who directed The Witch and The Lighthouse, so he kind of took that style and kind of like is taking it with a big studio. I made the same mistake.
Talents to South Beach.
Yeah, I also thought it was going to be an A24, but no, it's just it's like a good marriage between an A24 and a big studio movie. It's a good point in the middle. Yeah. So that's what I encourage everyone to do. Of course, your time is your own and your money is your own, but yeah. So that
Dado heard all of that, and he's like, "I'm gonna go see Batman again."
Man, it's not the same as watching it at home. It's not. I'd watch it in a theater a fourth fucking time if I could.
Well, you can. It's still in theaters.
Yeah, but it's not like the biggest screens.
Oh my God, you're such a whiny girl about this.
Bye everybody.
Bye everybody.
Bye everybody.
And fucking scene.
No, let's cut it. Wow, what happened to you, Ferny?
Yeah, you fucking screw.
Hey man, it's been a while. These kids drained me.